Catherine Martin here with Terrier Vision, bringing you a preview of the 2016 Wofford baseball season. Wofford baseball ended the 2015 season with a record of 39-22. 39 wins marks the most that the team has had in the history of Wofford baseball. Todd Donato will be entering his 9th year as head coach of the Terriers. Entering the 2016 season, the team has 29 returners and 6 newcomers. The pitching rotation includes 12 right-handers and 7 lefties. 3 players from the Terrier pitching staff swept all 3 Southern Conference first-team preseason pitching spots. Senior Matthew Milburn was also selected as preseason pitcher of the year. Milburn threw 102 innings last season and finished with a 4.32 ERA. He is joined on the preseason first team by senior Will Stillman and sophomore Adam Scott. Returning behind the plate this year will be junior Carson Wan and sophomore Cody Miller. Wan finished last season with a batting average of .335 and appeared in a total of 57 games. The infield returners this year are shortstop Derek Hirsch and second baseman Alec Paradowski. They will be joined on the infield by junior transfer Brett Hash at first base and sophomore Max McDougald at third. Paradowski was the leadoff batter in all 61 games in the 2015 season. Senior outfielder Demetrius Jennings played in 53 games and will be joined by junior Cody Rudisilli and sophomore Mac Nathanson. Rudisilli started in 61 games last season with an overall .302 batting average. Coach, what improvements are going to have to be made to the team this year in comparison to last year?
Well, I think we just need to continue to expand the depth of our pitching. You know, we lost a starter on our weekend last year to the draft, so we have to figure out a way to replace him, and we think we got a formidable replacement for him with Jacob Condra-Bogan. And then that leaves a blank spot in the bullpen that he filled last year, so we got to have some guys step up and just basically continue to expand the depth of our pitching.
You mentioned losing some players last year. You lost some key hitters as well. What changes will be made to make up for them?
Well, it's just kind of the natural progression. You know, this isn't professional sports. They all graduate eventually and move on, so you kind of have to have a plan in place for them. But basically, we're just going to take those guys that, were productive, towards the bottom part of our lineup. Those guys will basically move up into the middle, guys like Carson Wall and Cody Rudisilli, and then eventually just bring up the younger guys and they start going to the bottom of the lineup and just try to develop them a little bit at a time. You try not to put anybody in a position where they feel like they have to do too much. Just natural progressions every single year. Try to bring them up a little bit at a time so nobody feels overwhelmed.
You got Kentucky on Friday. How are you preparing for this team, and how excited are you to be facing an SEC team and hosting them here at Wofford?
It's just exciting because it's the opening part of the season. So, we opened up last year with BC. We opened up the year before with different opponents. It just doesn't matter who it is. It's just exciting, to get the season started and to have all these teams down here. It's a good atmosphere. But, as far as facing them, we're not setting our sights on facing Kentucky for the rest of the year. We're trying to get ready to play the entire season. So we'll treat it like any other game we have this year.
Right, and aside from Kentucky, you'll be facing a number of tough teams this season. How are you going to prepare for those teams as well, and what is the mindset you want for the guys this season?
Well, we just want to do everything the same. Every time we come out, we just want it to be the same. We don't want it to be different because of our opponent. We don't want it to be different because of the field or the atmosphere. We just want to try to be as consistent as possible with the way we prepare, try to be as consistent as possible with the way we handle each situation. But we know that some games are more intense than others, and playing under the lights is different than playing on the road. But you just try to do as many similar things as possible so that way you keep as consistent mindset as possible.
All right, thanks, Coach, and good luck with the season.
All right, thank you very much.
Join us at Russell C. King Field Friday at 5 p.m. versus University of Kentucky, or you can catch it live on the SoCon Digital Network.